So, just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. After I spoke to you last night, we went straight to Giordano's and we decided to go for the medium pizza, which is 8 slices.
Instead of the small, which has 6.
But we were going to get the mixed starter. But we decided just to go for the medium pizza. And we got some dips as well, didn't we, T? What dips did we get?
Some 2 ranches, some barbecue, and some chicken wing sauce.
We did. We went for the old buffalo.
And also, fact, this is where my love for ranch started, Giordano's.
It did, because we got food from Giordano's and they gave us a ranch sauce and Tabitha was like, oh my god, what is this? I must have this with everything. So, and what is surprising about last night's dinner, Tabitha?
Well, what's surprising?
Rob, what's surprising about last night's dinner?
I don't know, but it's surprising about the dinner.
What's surprising is we ate the medium pizza last night, which is 8 slices of it. I think I had 2.
I had 2 and a bit.
Oh, you had 1 and a bit.
Tabitha had 1 and a bit. I had 2.
No, I had a full piece.
Which means that Mr. Jones.
There was 1 piece left.
There was one piece left apparently. So it was delicious. The barbecue sauce was being hogged by Jonesy.
One of the ranch sauces were being held by the Queen of Ranch.
The Queen of Ranch. What is it you love about ranch sauce?
I just like the flavour.
What does it taste like for you?
It tastes like chocolate.
It does not taste like chocolate. We had an interesting conversation with a girl called Mindy from, what was that place called, Rob?
First Watch.
First Watch. Who said to us that ranch was just like mayonnaise? And we were like, no, it's not, because we have mayonnaise in the UK. So, yeah, Tabitha is now known as the Queen of Ranch. She was asking for ranch on all sorts of things. So just a wee closer for last night's vlog, because by the time we got home, ate the pizza, we all fell into bed. So.
Yeah, and I fell asleep with them.
Tabitha slept in our bed last night. It's becoming a bit of a regular habit on holiday, but we're on holiday, and yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice just to have a wee break from the norm. So with that being said, we are off.
And there seems to be the price.
Oh! She's just stole someone else's catchphrase.
And there seems to be the price.
It's time to unlock the fun.
No, that's my catchphrase!
We intended on going to Magic Kingdom today to see the fireworks, which don't start until... I'm just looking. I'm going to turn you around so you can see. There appears to be some sort of market stall going on over here. And I'm not quite sure what it is. House of Jerky. Gator, vegan, reaper, beef, camel, kangaroo, alligator and elk jerky. It appears to be some sort of farmer's market. There's a licorice guy, there's bag people. Something fudge, Kenny's fudge. Buffalo Bills. Don't know if there's a crystal person. One of my favourite things to see on holiday is a spinning guy. I don't know if you can see him, but he's a sign spinner. Yay! This is the little complex that we're just driving into. Kagan Park, it's called. Now we've seen this a number of times because it is on our way home. They've got churros, funnel cakes, ice cream. Churros are lovely. They are a Mexican, predominantly a Mexican dessert. Pastry, deep fried, sprinkled in sugar, sometimes cinnamon sugar. Funnel cake is an American thing. It's batter that's strung out into thread-like desserts. So you'll see loads of things about funnel cakes and churros around the park. In fact, when we were in Galaxy's Edge the other day, they had churros with coloured red and blue coloured sugar on it to make it look like a lightsaber. It was super cute. Kimmy's fudge. Ooh, homemade for your home. If you like it. If you let it get that far. I love that. We're on our way to Bahama Breeze, one of my favourite restaurants. We didn't get to go on our last trip because for some reason I didn't want to go. So it's currently 12:54. It is not scorching hot outside. It's actually quite mild today, which is great. Later start for us. We've been doing an extra bit of sleeping this morning. We were sorting our pins out for pin trading, weren't we, T? We've just been messing about this morning, just not in any urgency at all. Took us a while, didn't it, Jonesy, to decide where we were going for our... We thought it was going to be breakfast first, but then it became brunch, and then it just turned into it's too late for all of that, so now it's lunchtime. So, Bahama Breeze. Sorry?
Or dinner time. Or dinner time.
Okay, impromptu singing. So we're on our way to Bahama Breeze. I will do a little bit of recording at Bahama Breeze. I'll show you the menu, show you the food when we're there today as well.
Also, be sure to check out Tabitha's Great Adventures.
She's back on the train of promoting her own channel. Gotta love it. Magic Kingdom today. We are going to utilise everything that we can to get on some of the rides, although with it being later in the day, I don't expect we'll get to the parks until maybe about 4 o'clock, because we're still on our way to grab our lunch. We are also hoping to go in to some of the gift stores. We're still looking for some gifts to take home with us. So we're going to go into... For friends and family and work colleagues, but the work colleagues are really friends as well, so yeah, we're gonna get that sorted today. So by the time we get to the parks, it might be like 4, 5 o'clock. It should be cooler in the parks. Hopefully not everyone has done what we've done today and is going later into the parks, but I'll be honest guys, we were just exhausted. We needed just that late start, so hopefully you will enjoy a later finish with this today. Any thoughts for today, Rob, on what we're going to do?
No, I just hope it's not too busy with it being a Friday. I hope nobody else wants to go to the fireworks on a Friday night.
Do you know, it is always going to be one of those chances that you take. Every day in every Disney park is busy. So the great thing is Harmonious light display is on over at Epcot, so that could be something that other people are attracted to. For us, we are still hoping to see Epcot at night, but we've not prioritised it. We want to see the new 50th celebrations. We've seen them on other people's vlogs, but I don't think there's anything that can beat being there in real time and seeing them yourself. We absolutely loved the Happily Ever After firework display. We did the dining for that, and we had just the most magical time. That was your highlight of the last holiday, wasn't it, Rob?
It was very good, but they changed the fireworks show now. Something else.
Yeah, they've changed it, and we really loved Happily Ever After. We're not going to do the dessert party, purely based on the fact that what we've seen from the display isn't something that we are massively bought into, but we still want to see it. And we'll probably head over to Tomorrowland to get the best view, because we know that we had the best view from where we were sat. So we'll probably try and get there or thereabouts, but people get a bit crazy at fireworks and they start to queue hours before, or they pitch up on their spot, so it can get quite congested. And then obviously after that, everyone's trying to leave the park at the same time, and it's just a little bit manic. So our aim is to see the fireworks tonight, but we will see how the day progresses. There is a slight chance that there will be rain. So we'll keep an eye on that too.
Hopefully the park will not be as busy leaving. So when we left, we were there at park close on the first day, but the park was closing for an event. They wanted everybody out, so all the shops and everything were closed. But this time we'll be there even after the fireworks.
Yeah,
the park might not be
quite as
a
bad.
push to get everybody out the door.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll take you on our day We'll see how we go. So we have just had lunch at Bahama Breeze. Took a wee picture of the food beforehand, so no doubt Rob will pop that in. Highlights of the food for me were the coconut shrimp. It was to die for, and also the beef empanadas. Oh, they were just so nice, and the little dipping sauces that came with both of them were just phenomenal. Tabitha had a kids meal which was $6.99. She went for the chicken crispy chicken strips with fries, and it also came with some ranch, as we know she is the ranch queen, and also a little pot of fruit. It also included a drink, but as per Tabitha started to do the comparison of, oh, look at this size of mine compared to this size of mine. So the lady brought her 3 of these. They were, all the drinks are refillable, so but just to make sure she had enough, like when she wanted it. I went for a Dr. Pepper, and Rob went for a Sprite. Rob, what sandwich did you go for?
A Cuban sandwich.
What was on that?
Ham, pork, beef, mustard, pickles, cheese.
It looked lovely. It was yours a hot sandwich, and so the bread was heated as well. Tabitha, what did you think of your lunch? Oh.
She liked it.
She did like it. She's just in a bit of a girl. I went for the jerk chicken sandwich, and it was beautiful. It was hot. The jerk sauce, although the chicken was seasoned, it wasn't massively spicy. The jerk sauce came on the sides, so you could add or take away as much as you wanted. In terms of the starters, we got the starters to share, so the beef empanadas and the coconut shrimp. Tabitha doesn't like shrimp at all, so it's just me and Rob. You get 6 in the appetizer section, and also 4 of the beef empanadas, and we just shared them. We thought she might have enjoyed it, because it's just a bit like a pasty, isn't it? But she said after eating just a tiny bit of the crust that it was too spicy. So the food at Bahama Breeze today has been lovely. What did you say, baby? Oh, she just said she didn't like it. So Rob's just said he's too full to move, so we'll probably just enjoy our drinks here for a bit. We did go for outdoor seating, which is a first for us. Normally I'm too hot and sweaty and I want the full-blown aircon. However, with it being in the afternoon, it's a bit milder, and we just thought, oh, Rob's always saying we've come to a hot country to sit inside. So we opted for outdoor seating today. So we went into one of the gift stores on the 192 as we were heading towards Disney, and
yeah, we're not in the mood for walking around the stores.
We're just not in the mood for it today.
Kind of cheap stuff.
Well, that's the essence of it. They are shops that are filled with what I would deem as tat. Now, apologies if you enjoy going in and having a rummage in those types of stores, but normally I do, but my mindset's just not there. I'm not a rummager. I don't enjoy it at home. I don't want to spend my holiday. I said to Rob, I feel like my holiday vibe is being drained from me as I walk through this lifeless store. And Rob's like, don't be rude, this is somebody's livelihood. And I get that, I absolutely get it, and I know that it's somewhere that people enjoy going in and maybe picking up the odd bargain or two, but for me today it just wasn't working. So apologies again if that is anyone's favourite thing to do, and certainly if you've not been to Orlando, it is a must. You must go in and have a look and see the alligators' heads and the shark teeth and all of the other things that there are related directly to Florida. But it's not good quality merchandise that are in these shops. They had like five pens for $5. Well, the reason that the 5 pens were $5 is that they said 2020 on them. It's wee things like that. There's another one of those style of stores just here, which is the Big Wizard. They say things like towels for $3.99, Florida t-shirts $1.99. They entice you in by saying Disney gifts, Disney clearance, Disney discounts. But I'll be honest guys, the merchandise is nowhere near the same quality as what you'll see in the parks. If a t-shirt is $25 in the park, it's $25 for a reason. It's maybe themed directly to that ride. It is of amazing quality. It will wash well. We know what Disney stuff is like. I also had a wee check there on the Harry Potter stuff, and I was trying to compare it to the stuff that we seen the other day. I got a Hogwarts top from the Universal store in City Walk. They didn't have the same t-shirt. First of all, they had alternative t-shirts, but in this heat you're going to want a lightweight t-shirt. These t-shirts were heavy cotton, predominantly Fruit of the Loom style cotton t-shirts, which are great for back home. They wash brilliantly, we know that. We're not saying that they're terrible quality, but the animation that's on them can often be slightly off as well. So I've given it a buy, haven't we, Tabitha?
Yeah.
We gave it a buy.
We gave it a bye.
Also, what was quite off-putting is before we went in, there was a notice on the door, handwritten notice saying, before you enter, number 1, keep your kids with you. Number 2, if they or you break it, you pay for it. Number 3, what was number 3?
I can't remember.
Can't remember. It was something equally as rude. I just thought, you're giving us all these do's and don'ts before we've even come in to look. So that was off-putting.
Also, my mum...
all sales are final.
All
no
sales
refunds.
are final, no refunds. So that's because they know they're selling substandard quality goods. Sorry, Tabitha, what were you going to say, honey pie?
Also, when the real tooth, my mum usually says to me that, my mum says, if you break something in here, you will need to pay for it.
Yeah, but that's us as parents putting that in place. That's not a store putting that in place. And I know it is best practice to work like that, but when you're getting all of that reinforcement, as we walked around the store, like the toys, do not play with them before you've paid for them. Wow, it was just quite off-putting. So another one of those wonderful stores across the road we can see is the Mermaid. Now, these stores are not chains. They are individually owned stores, so it's up to the owners what they put in it. But please don't expect the hi, have a nice day. You're not getting that in these shops. We feel the prices are going to be comparable to Target or Walmart. So for our friends and family, we're going to do some shopping around, see what we can get. We've got quite a few people to buy for, so you might not always get your merch directly from the park, but it will be of good standard. So with that being said, we are going to continue our journey on to the Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom!
And when we get to Disney Transportation Centre, we will take you with us. Because I think
also, are we going to be going on?
Oh, that's the question. That is the question. Do we want to get the monorail over or the boat? So we'll take you with us from our...
people right now what we're going to be.
Well, I've not decided. I think we should have a wee check and see how we feel when we get there. So when we get to Magic Kingdom, we've often had the hope that because we're arriving in the parks later in the day, they will let us park where we want. But it's not worked out that way for us. When we did a park hop the other day from Animal Kingdom to Epcot, they started having us park in an alternative lot, didn't they, Rob? And we thought we were miles away. But the reality was we weren't that far away. We were just in a slightly opposite direction. They're so deceiving, these parks, the parking lots. So I don't know, when we get to Magic Kingdom, will someone direct us to a space, or will they let us free reign, give us a bit of a freestyling on it? So we'll see when we get there, but we're definitely going to take you on the journey over to Magic Kingdom today, because this is potentially our last visit to any Disney parks today. What do you say to that, T? Because we have absolutely filled our buckets full of Disney love. So we'll see. We might do. Our park tickets are still valid up until what date did you say, Rob?
18th, I think.
The 18th, and today is only the 13th. So we've still got 5 more days that we could go to the parks, but we've started to think of other things that we want to do tomorrow and Sunday, and then of course we start our 3-day Universal stay at the Lowe's Royal Pacific. So
It's gonna be your last time to get the Disney World.
could be the last time. So here we are coming up to the Walt Disney World entrance. You can see there they are, Mickey and Minnie, Goofy and Donald, the most magical place on earth. And it really is, guys. It is the most magical place on earth, and they get that name for a reason. It is not sucking the life out of you when you go into their gift shops, that's for sure. Rob's just pointing out there. It's gone behind the tree for now, but you can see the top of the Hollywood Tower of Terror over there at the wonderful Hollywood Studios.
And can I tell you guys also?
Of course.
I'm gonna cry right now.
Well, Tabitha feels like she's going to cry right now as well.
I'm just so happy.
It's so emotional. There we go, is the Hollywood Tower of Terror over to the right. So we can see here, this is the main entrance to Disney Springs Resort area. You've got Typhoon Lagoon and also the other resort hotels, Magic Kingdom, Fort Wilderness, Disney Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and of course we've got Disney Animal Kingdom coming up on the next right as well. So let us continue our journey to the Disney's Transportation Centre, which is the hub. It's where you park and have access to all modes of Disney transportation. You have access to the boat that will take you over to Magic Kingdom, and also the monorail that will take you to Magic Kingdom. From Magic Kingdom you can then go on a bus to Animal Kingdom, you can go on a bus to Hollywood Studios, or you can get the monorail on to Epcot. So it's almost the gateway of where you can then get to all the resorts from. But not before you've seen the castle. We'll see you soon. So this is us approaching. Look at that sky, guys. It is glorious. We are now approaching the Golden Arch of Magic Kingdom. It says welcome, welcome, which is just absolutely beautiful. Rob is gonna get me to do the parking, so we'll just film that for you as well. Hi.
Today?
We're
Oh.
good, thank you. We would
Good.
like to go for standard parking today, please.
That's your first part today?
It's the first part
Okay,
today.
You got your ticket and reservation, right, for the park?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
You're one of the lucky ones.
Oh, is it busy today?
I mean, it's sold out, so.
Oh, it's right. Okay, yeah. I noticed today the park is opened until 11 p.m.
Yes.
So-
And the fireworks at 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Are there any other fireworks after 9 p.m.?
No, just that one.
Just that one. Okay,
Just,
lovely.
I'll go around 8:15, 8:20, just stand up in front of the castle
Okay,
to get a guest view and a guest spot.
okay,
This
perfect.
is going to be full.
Absolutely. Thank
There
you
you
for
go,
the heads
thank
up,
you.
Roberto.
Go straight to the right.
Thank you
very
so much.
Magical
Thank
day.
you.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So as you'll have just heard, we had a lovely interaction there with Roberto. So hopefully you've been able to hear that little interaction. He says the park's sold out today. He said that there are no further reservations available for today. So that's that gives us a massive indication in terms of wait times, in terms of where we may or may not get parked, and also about how long we're going to have to think about how long we want to stay at the park, because if this park is full, we're not going to want to wait until the end of the day. So we're going to play it by ear and see how we get on. I'm going to flip you around so that you can see some of the glorious souls that help us.
Can I please stop?
Alyssa minutes, Armand, yep, that help us get parked. Rob, it looks like we are getting parked. What feels like 10 light years away from
Also,
anywhere.
can I talk
So
again?
we're getting parked today in the Scar parking lots. Oh, and we are being directed to the very, very bottom of a row. Anyway, happy days. There's the monorail. 50th monorail.
Also,
You can see here we are being parked at the furthest away points. So there we are. So we have got ourselves parked. Wait a second, darling. So we have got ourselves parked in the furthest away spot from Disney's transportation centre. We're probably going to have to jump on the little tram to get us closer to the transportation centre itself. Hello! So we have made it to Disney Transportation Centre. Just going to take you over here and I'm going to comb through the bars. Now that is, in fact I'll put it over, that's the little tram that brought us from our parking lot. So we got directed into Star 417, of which you would have heard me going, oh, can't believe how long it's going to take us to get there. But literally the tram was there and it brought us straight up. So what you can see next is through here, as you can see security. So we learned a really helpful tip. If we left our fans and our sunglasses in our bag, we had to go through bag search every single time. However, if we now walk through with them in our hands, and it actually stops us from having to go through the full bag check because they can see what's constant. So you'll come through security. If you've got a buggy, there's a separate line for buggies. They do only permit one person per buggy, and then everyone else can walk through the standard line. When you come in, if you're yet to purchase your park tickets, you can do so here. So there's lots and lots of kiosks, as you can see, and all the way up and all the way down. Some of them will be open, some of them will be closed. However, what you can do there is you can go on and we can go and speak with someone who will tell you about the park selection options are there as well. So it's asking about availability. As you heard, it is completely full at the Magic Kingdom today. And so you can see people there are going up to purchase, or the McDaniel pass holders with some particular questions as well. Now as we go through, you have the option to go on the monorail, or the monorail to Epcot, the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, or the ferry boat to the Magic Kingdom. Now there is very little to do at Transportation Centre. There are some seats around. There are normally a couple of little kiosks. They may sell merchandise, and there's one place where you can get some beverages from, and that's the little Joffrey's hut just ahead that you can see. Also there's the monorail that will take you directly to the resort hotels as well. So let's just review the options that you've got at Transportation Centre. You can go on the ferry boat to the Magic Kingdom. You can go on the monorail. Let's just bask in that glory for a minute. Wow. It is close enough, not quite for me to touch. But we do love it with Disneyland and monorail system. So you can get the monorail straight over to the Magic Kingdom, or the monorail straight directly over to Epcot. If you are staying off-site and you're staying at one of the Disney Good Neighbour hotels, they may offer you a shuttle to the park. If you're trying to get back to that shuttle, it will, oh goodness me, there's that beautiful 50th edition of the monorail. Bus parking's where you'll want to go to find that shuttle. It's where they'll drop you off in the morning, it's where they'll collect you at night. Rob and I were not brave enough way back in 2008, and we shuttled to and from. So that's the reason I know how that works as well. So just behind me, you can see here trams to parking lots, villains or heroes. So we are parked in Scar, and as we know, Scar is a villain. Rob always says if you're parking in the villain section, you know you've done something wrong, and he's not half wrong. So I'm just going to head through. The facilities are just over next to the ferry boat. That's where the restrooms are. There's a couple of just vending machines. Like I said, over here's Joffrey's, which is Rob's favourite brand of coffee. Some people are coming off of the monorail, and if you've got a keen eye, you will have spotted the castle. That is the castle just off in the distance. So that's why going over in the ferry boat isn't the most magical way to get to Magic Kingdom for me, is because you can see the castle and the train station. quite clearly. So like we said, we are on our way to the ferry boat. What are you singing?
Nothing else to say. Au revoir.
Au revoir. They're not going anywhere, they're coming with us. So, Rob is off in front. He was worried that we might... Don't know if you caught those really loud Americans, but the place is full of them.
I know them.
Just shouting, yeah! Yeah!
I know
Yeah!
they're stupid sometimes.
So it just sounds a little bit unusual to us, but never mind. So we are going to get the ferry boat to the Magic Kingdom. You walk down the ramp. This is the easiest way to get to Magic Kingdom if you're bringing a buggy. Now when we came 3 years ago, we travelled exclusively by ferry boat to the Magic Kingdom, and because there was so much for Tabitha to do at that age of 4.5, we spent 4 days of our 3-week vacation at the Magic Kingdom. We did everything there was to do. We met every princess. We got our photographs taken with them. We had interactions with them. We got them to sign the books. You can imagine. We also had breakfast at Cinderella's royal castle, which was just quite special. So we did all of the great stuff. Aquahouse, banquet dining with the princesses as well. But this time, this is only our second day, and it might well be our final day, but we're going to make sure we do some really great rides today as well. So it looks like we might be getting on General Joe Potter. Not entirely sure, but I think we might be. So here, it doesn't get massively busy, but at points, this whole area can be filled with people all waiting to get onto the ferry boat at the same time. So I'll do a wee bit more filming when we get on, but it looks like we're getting on the General Joe Potter. It's always really nice because the pilot of the boat, or the captain of the ship, not maybe the pilot of the boat, he always gives us a bit of a wave when he's up in the top deck. Oh, they're going to let us on now, so I'll just stick with you. Oh, I love these welcome NPCs. Giving us some advice. Watch your step, how you doing? Welcome on board, take your time. We are going to the Magic Kingdom. You can see the castle over in the distance there. Gonna give him a little wave. Oh, he's giving me a wave. Hi. Every cast member is so friendly. What would you like to do? Do you want to stay downstairs or do you want to go upstairs?
Upstairs.
You want to go upstairs today? Let's go. Lady's choice. Lady chooses upstairs. Let's go upstairs. I think this is the first time we've been upstairs, isn't it, Rob? Yeah. If you're travelling with buggy, you can't leave your buggy downstairs and go upstairs, so that's something to be mindful of. So we're crossing the 7 Seas Lagoon that will take us over to Magic Kingdom.
Mum, let's sit down.
We are going to sit down. Where would you like to sit?
In this room.
In this room? And you can see you can exit just down those stairs as well. So, let's have a wee look at 7 Seas Lagoon. You can see Disney Transportation behind us.
Mum, can I sit down?
Will do. You can see just over there in the distance is our castle. All the way round. You can see the monorail train on the other side. This here is the Disney Polynesian Resort with our water bungalows, which look absolutely amazing. And over there we have the Grand Floridian Hotel. These are both Disney resorts that are on Magic Kingdom property. Okay, so before I didn't get a particularly good picture or scenic view of the Grand Floridian Hotel, but here we are here on Magic Kingdom side of 7 Seas Lagoon, and it is absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the way back here is the ferry boat entrance, the General Joe Potter that we have just came off of, and of course over in the far left is the bus transportation section. So when we walk down, oh, there we go, Monoraiiil. Not going to get annoying at all, is it? So we also have boats that will go to the resort. So they've got resort launchers, and they will take you to particular Disney resorts as well. So if you are staying on property, please have a look. There are multiple ways to travel to your resort. There is the Skyliner, which we went on the other day. There are the resort launches in terms of the boats, and there is also the buses for Disney transportation, takes you around the resorts as well. So 3 different ways to get there, but we're not talking about that anymore. We are heading, this is the walking path. I'm walking ever so slowly because I'm not used to walking with a camera. And Rob's given me the big Sony camera because something to do with batteries with the GoPro. So I'm just going to flip you around.
Can I show you guys something? So when one of my parents asked me to say, do you know the finger? I just do this, no, no, no. And this is actually the finger, and I'm saying it like, no.
What finger?
This is the finger.
A finger of fun?
No, that's the finger that I use.
A finger
and
for...
It's like, no, no, no.
So working out which one of your fingers it is to open the Magic Kingdom, isn't it, T?
Yes. I'm glad that's the kind of finger we were talking about. I wasn't entirely sure, guys, but Rob's now taken over the handling of the camera. Whoop, whoop. Two hands, two hands.
Goodness,
So if we look over
to
the right, we can see the beautiful Magic Kingdom railway station, which unfortunately I've never been able to ride. Because every time we've come, it's been under renovations, but you can see there is. So yeah, we're now on Magic Kingdom ground. You can see all the guest entrances. When we go up, you'll see us scan our magic bands and also the finger.
No, no, no.
I don't know what.
And because Magic Kingdom are celebrating their 50th anniversary, you'll see lots of 50 signs. That's exactly what that means. Celebrate the world's most magical celebration, 50 years of Walt Disney World. Through the Magic Band scanning, so we scan the bands and then we hold our finger down until it turns green. So
green is the light.
Green is the good light. So let's go. This is my favourite part.
You know it, give us $1. And then more. Nothing. I got no dollars, you guys. Nothing. These folks must be miserable. They're miserable, but oh, I know what will make them happy. What? Let's sing them their favorite song.
Which one is that?
It's the last one. You guys, and we need lots of bubbles for this one, okay? Because it's our grand finale. You ready? Okay, Super Cow.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Thanks for listening.
Bring all sorts of friends together in celebration of what makes this kingdom really unique.
All right! Come on, everyone! It's time to officially kick off the magical friendship fair! Let's go! Why and
Oh, it's on.
This is something we've been doing. Is we rip a little bit of and then straight into the other person. And Tabitha, you didn't try it with yours, so. Okay, so we got a LaFous Brew. It comes on with a drink on its own. I think it was, what, $6.29 plus tax was $6.70. Or you can get it in the souvenir cup. Souvenir cup is a plastic cup, and it's like a tankard. It's a kind of green, black colour. I'll be honest, it didn't look great. It's not something that we would use back home. If it was more sturdy or it was clear, then we probably would have. So Tabitha is going to take her first taste of LaFous Brew. None of us have had it yet, so get on.
does it actually have iron bread?
No, it's not got iron brew, it's just called LaFous. It's LaFous Brew. What does it taste like?
It tastes like chocolate and coffee mixed together.
Sounds like my kind of thing.
Coffee and chocolate. So it is a frozen apple juice that has a syrup in it of toasted marshmallows. So it certainly will taste a little bit strange. May I taste? Let me see, I'll take my first taste of LaFous Brew. Can definitely taste the toasted marshmallows in it, and also the apple juice. We'll go right to the bottom. That's where all the syrup is, so be careful. It's really nice. We're finding it particularly humid today. We think it's because the weather is going to break. So Rob, if you would like to try it.
Very thick. It's very refreshing.
Oh, you like it? Ooh. This man has been saying for the last half hour, I'm spitting feathers, I'm spitting feathers. What could you taste in it?
Taste the apple juice and the marshmallow.
Yeah. And we also got some frozen ice water. So if you go to any quick service restaurants, so quick service is where you just walk up and you order your drinks and your food, they will give you free iced water by the cup. It is something that's not well known. People will still be walking around buying bottles of Dansani or Dasani, whatever it's called, for like $5 a bottle of water. So that's what they sell are bottles of water that are $5. You can sit down in any of the quick service restaurants and enjoy a nice cold glass of water. And that's what we prefer to do.
Daddy.
It means that when we are buying a drink, we're getting a speciality drink rather than it just being like a bottle of water for $5, if you can imagine.
This is the best drink I've ever had.
You like it? You can imagine there's 3 in our party. So that would be $15 every time we wanted a bottle of water. that can continue to increase. If we do 10 trips to the parks, there's $150 just on water that we can spend on snacks, pins, merchandise, specialty foods, drinks. So that's how we choose to do it. So there are plenty of them about. We came off of Prince Charming's carousel, and Daddy was filming on it. Friar Nook's was closed, and there's a fairy tale.
Yeah, fairy tale dining.
Fairy tale dining. There was a big queue there. We could have got it from there if we wanted to wait, but we were coming up here to Bonjour to do pin training anyway. And also we wanted to try LaFous Brew. They also do a warm cinnamon roll here, which comes with lashings of icing. But we're so full after Bahama Breeze, we can't even begin to think about getting another sweet treat just yet. So hopefully...
also, I was telling that we're staying until the fireworks, so I have got millions of snacks.
Absolutely, Tabitha's brought loads of snacks with her. So this is our first snack of the day in the park, LaFous Brew. $6.29, tastes delicious, and we just got one of them between the three of us because it is thick, it is yummy, but we've all got rice water to enjoy it.